Welcome to Mikhail Messenger. It's great to be with you guys. And as always, we try to bring you the breaking news around here. Some people can't believe it's as amazing as it is, everything that's happening. But it really is, guys. It's really happening. And I know people are kind of speechless, kind of spellbound, seeing the news. And so am I. But I know when I put that last video out, people were shocked, and some people were attacking me, saying this is fake news or this isn't really happening. You know why? It's because I was one of the first people to report it. I found it on a news channel that kind of gets breaking news, and I put it out there, and it was out there about an hour or so before CNN or any of the other mafia mainstream news outlets said anything about it. So people were like, "Oh, this isn't really happening. Come on, this isn't real." And so there's still, even in the last hour or so, people are like, "Are you hyping it up, bro?" I'm like, "No, I'm not hyping it up. This is actually what's happening." If you know me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna intentionally lie to you. Now, it may sound sensational. That's because it is. It's because it's the end of the world, and people don't get that. They're sedated by the mainstream mafia, who tells them, "Oh, don't worry about any of that World War III stuff. But just get your poisonous and I won't say anything more about that, but you know what I mean?" So it's like they hype up the things that are really going to kill you and say that you should do this, and the things that are really going on that are serious, they try to play down. So in any case, guys, it's happening for real. Like I said, the mainstream mafia is also reporting it, but just 2 minutes ago, the New York Times, okay? That's how long it takes them to catch up, because they're like, how do we handle this? We want to cover it up, but we can't. Chinese missiles strike seas off Taiwan, okay? That's the same thing as I said. China bombs Taiwan Bay. That's what I said. It's the same difference. When someone launches a missile, they're bombing you. There's no other way to put it. Someone launches a nuke at you, you say, "We're being bombed." Well, yeah, that's what a missile is. So just because a plane didn't drop it, if it launched from their land to theirs, they don't need planes because they're right next door. But in any case, guys, it is happening. China fires missiles into Taiwan waters. It's right here. It's in the mainstream news. So people are, reacting to my video, but it's because it was one of the first videos. I mean, I was surprised by everybody's reaction. Well, not everybody. Some of you guys were right there with me, but some were like, "No, this isn't really happening. It's not true," and so on and so forth. And then I looked online and I saw, it was like an hour or so later, and I saw finally that the other news outlets were reporting it. And I'm like, well, no wonder, So guys, all that to say, make sure you subscribe to our channel, because we are looking to bring you the most up-to-date, most current, most recent. We're trying to get you the news before it's news, so to speak. So be sure to subscribe to our channel. Be sure to like. Be sure to hit the notification button. And if you're able to help us out as well and support our channel, that goes a long way, because we try to bring this to you every day, all day, as much as we can. And we need your support to do that. So please do help us and support us. We're in the final 60 now to reach our new millennium. So if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Last I checked, we're about 60 away from hitting that new millennium mark. But guys, got something exciting to share with you here. More exciting stuff. And I'm not trying to hype it up, but it is happening. So, what else can you say? It is happening. And I want to give some shout outs to you guys out here. I'm trying to find a better way to do this where I can give shout outs to you. I know there's a way I can do it. Let me click here for a second. What just happened? No, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Well, first let me go over here. I just want to let you know too, if you support our channel, we make a little special art piece for you. It's a Mikhail Messenger original. And if you look at these videos kind of here in the middle of the screen with the two hearts there to the left, and there's one above it as well. Those are for some people who help support our channel, and we just made some special AI art for them based on their request. So you request anything you want. Like, I want to see this in a painting, and we will put that into the system, and it'll spit out some interesting, really amazing art based on what you want to see. So it's really kind of cool. So if you give to our channel, and if you've already given to our channel before and you didn't get to do that, just let us know. Send us an email, and we'll definitely get that to you. So we'd love to support our supporters. So thank you so much for your encouragement. Let me give some shout outs here to some folks. Donnie, Freya, Ready to Fly, Louie Lowe, and Freya, great to see you guys. And Donna Miss, Mia's in the house. All right. Great to see you guys. God the Son, Jesus Christ saves. Person representing that statement. Amen. Awesome. And it's great to see all you guys. Thanks so much for being here. EJ444. And guys, got some more great things to share with you here. And check this out. Revelation 9, okay? As we know in Revelation 9, right, the 200 million man army is being assembled. And, you know, Jesus talks about, not just Jesus, actually. Well, it is Jesus because he's the Word of God made flesh. But throughout the Bible, it talks about these times being like birth pains. It's uncanny how often you come to a scripture about the end times being like birth pains. It always says that. It's like birth pains. And why is birth pains? Because birth pains get bigger and quicker, right? They get bigger and more dramatic, and they get faster in succession till it's like rapid. First, it's like hours apart, or you know, maybe even sometimes even a day apart, you know, and then it gets to, you know, closer minutes apart, and then it's like seconds apart, and then it just becomes this intense thing that a woman goes through. And like I said, I helped birth 3 of my children, so I know I didn't feel the pain, but I was there throughout the pain, and man, oh man, is it a lot of pain. So, guys, the birth pains are increasing. And so that's what I'm saying. You know, when we're talking about these things happening and people are like, oh, no, you know, everybody's just going about their business and thinking like life is usual. It's like, no, guys, life is not usual. It's happening quickly. The birth pains are happening bigger and faster together. So when we talk about Revelation 9, you know, that we're already looking at different parts of the Bible that are already starting to be fulfilled. Now, I'm not saying they're all fulfilled yet, okay? I'm not saying that, you know, for example, the whole thing with China and Taiwan, you know, it's World War III. Well, it's been World War III since Putin invaded. You know, it's already been World War III, but they just haven't declared it, and they probably never will. It's not like World War II where they say war, you know, December 7th bombing, and it just war is on the front page. I don't think you're ever going to see that because we live in a different era now, and they're trying to cover it up, and they're trying to act like, oh, there's nothing to see here, you know. So it's, but you know, if you had gotten overreacting, people thought it was overreacting when Putin was on the border doing exercises. Well, that's what Taiwan, they're imitating Russia. They're saying, oh, well, that's what worked for Russia. We're going to do the same technique. We're doing the exact same thing. China's made it quite clear that they consider Taiwan to be part of China, just like Russia considers Crimea and Ukraine to be part of Russia. So it's the same drill, same secret. And guess what, guys? Now they're working together. And if you remember months ago, I talked about this. I talked about Russia and China working together, and I specifically did videos on this, and I specifically talked about the potential that they may be the ones fulfilling Revelation 9. Well, it looks like that is starting to be fulfilled, as you're about to see. But as you notice here, if you take the Russian flag, red, white, and blue, which really is kind of a copy off of the U.S. flag, because Russia used to have a flag just like China. If you remember, it used to be red and yellow like this with the hammer and the sickle. So they used to have basically the same flag, but now they have the red, white, and blue. After the Iron Curtain came down and so forth, you know, things changed there. They became, you know, they broke up the Soviet Union, et cetera, USSR, and they became back in the U.S., back in the U.S., back in the USSR. Okay, so that's what they did. So then going into the future now, fast forwarding to our era, okay, we go over here to Revelation 9, and let me just read this so you have the kind of the premise of this. He says, and I was talking about the 200 million, which we just did a video on that. Be sure to check that out. Now, the number of the army of the horsemen was 200 million. I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in this vision. Those who sat on them had breastplates of fiery red, hyacinth blue, and sulfur yellow. And the heads of the horses were like the heads of lions. And out of their mouths came fire, smoke, and brimstone. Okay, now that sounds a lot like a tank, right? Now, we saw those tanks, the World War Z tanks, where they had the Z's on everything. So now they're talking about breastplates of red, fiery red, okay? Fiery red. Let's see what that looks like. I think I have it open here. Okay, so this is fiery red. That looks a lot like one of these flags, doesn't it? That's fiery red. When I put fiery red into Google, brought up images, this is what popped up. Okay, fiery red. What was the next thing it says? Hyacinth blue. Okay, hyacinth blue. Well, I put hyacinth blue. I found a couple different things. These are hyacinth grapes. Okay, interesting blue color there. Let me go back over and check this blue. Oh yeah, kind of similar, kind of a lighter blue. And there's a hyacinth macaw. Now that looks almost dead on to this blue. Pretty much right there. Hyacinth blue. Wow, very interesting with the macaws there. And then beautiful birds, by the way. And then the last one was yellow sulfur. Yellow sulfur. Do we see any yellow sulfur in that image? I think we do. Very intriguing indeed. Now you could argue, well, what about the white? But white is kind of a neutral color, so might not have made it into the Bible. And maybe when they combine, they eliminate the white. Maybe they form a united flag. Well, check this out, because it seems like that may be what is indeed in the works. As we look at this, check this out. Globalization of conflict. Chinese forces on Donbass border. They've done it, guys. The Taiwanese, I'm sorry, not the Taiwanese, Taiwan war preparations via Ukraine. But the Chinese are now on the Donbass border, and if you look at the picture, they are bearing both the flag of China and the flag of Russia. You see on his head, he's got China. On his arm, he's got Russia. Same guy next to him. And this is a Chinese officer, the one next to him as well. Chinese flag on the head, Russian on the arm. And then the third guy even has, if you look, he has what may even be the early precursor to the breastplate. Check that out. Look at that guy. I'm going to try to zoom in on it here if I can. Look at this guy. It doesn't want to zoom on the picture. But he's got the red, blue, and the yellow all on one patch. Can you see that? That third guy in on his arm? He's got the red, blue, and the yellow all on one patch. So very interesting indeed. He's got the yellow sulfur, the fiery red, and the blue hyacinth on there. Very intriguing indeed. So could this be the precursor to the breastplate described in Revelation 9 with the 200 million man army, which, once Russia and China combine forces and they have all those other countries with them, the 200 million man may actually be a thing. We don't know. Again, it's a myrias, so it could be a countless number. But it is intriguing to think how many amount it will actually be in the end. So very intriguing indeed. Again, they're now working together, guys. It's official. Russia and China are in each other's back pocket. They are on each other's side. Military equipment made in China has been detected in the Rostov region of Russia, near the border of Ukraine, and in particular with Donbass, which has raised reasonable concerns about involvement in the Ukrainian war. They're working together now, and Russia's already said that they're fully supporting China launching over, China's, thing with Taiwan. They're totally behind that. So they are definitely doing it here, guys. It's pretty amazing. So something to consider there. I'm just scrolling down to see if there's any other interesting videos here that go with this article. There's more military equipment that's going in, it looks like. Are they transporting Chinese drones? They're asking. Oh, okay. That's intriguing. Let me back off just a little bit. You can see this a little better. Chinese drones. Well, it looks like definitely military-related equipment. It looks like fuel, maybe fuel tanks. But maybe they are covering up some drones. Oh, maybe underneath the trucks. Is that what they're saying? Maybe some drones in there. So that's what they're looking at. So that's in the Donbass region. So they're helping each other out, guys. It's official. China and Russia are buddies in this war. The World War has started. I mean, what else do you want to call it a world war? I mean, you've got China and Russia. You got the three major powers all fighting each other of the world. So I think that pretty much defines it as a world war. And everybody else is going to back them up and get involved as well. And it's affecting everybody as well, with the gas and so on being cut off. So just want to give you that quick update, guys. Very exciting things are happening. Now, by exciting, it's both tragic exciting, but also exciting because we're looking for Jesus to come back right now. Right now would be good. Which by the way, today is Mr. O's birthday. So that is also intriguing. Just thought I'd throw that in there. And then we're going into the 9th of Av, guys, this week. Now, 8/8, sort of maybe the false Messiah date. And then we've got, of course, the 88th date on the 11th. So a lot of things happening this weekend. Like and subscribe. And please share these videos with everybody so they can find out about this too. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.